Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe. Today we're going to be making some Colby Jack cheese snack crackers, and it could be any kind of your favorite cheese for this particular recipe. And again, I'm Ron from Ron's Keto Cafe, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is pretty much an easy recipe. I don't remember who I got this recipe from, but if you follow me along, you guys should be really fine. And I'll talk over the timeline and put some music in, and then we'll come back and talk about it on a follow-up. But anyways, I hope you've been enjoying the new videos, the way I've been putting them up. And these are some older videos that I'm recycling, and I'm just I'm taking out all the junky noise and all that other stuff that was on the original video that I put together for my channel when I started out my channel there. And this is what I was talking about earlier, how I never felt like doing any recipes because I never felt comfortable with my voice, and I never felt comfortable filming recipes until I finally figured it out. It just took me a while, but anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and let's go right into the recipe. The one most important thing I forgot to tell you before I absolutely forget: don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We're getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, more than ever, and I really need your help and your support so I can start doing some giveaways and some other things going on as we continue to post these recipes for you guys to enjoy. Hi guys, so what we got going on here, we got some Colby Jack cheese. We're going to grate it. We're going to take 6 ounces of Colby Jack cheese out of this block. And nothing tastes better than fresh cheese, and it could be any kind of cheese of your choice. I just happen to have this on hand because I like Colby Jack cheese as snack cheese once in a while. So when I want a snack, I'll just cut it. And yeah, so then we got 1 cup of almond flour that we sifted, and we're going to be using 1 egg today, room temperature, and then a little bit of salt for seasoning on the top of the crackers when we're done making the batter. So what we're going to do right now is we're taking the cheese and we're using a handheld grater this time instead of using the food processor. Either one will work fine. And now I'm just taking it, and I'm just being careful not to cut your fingers or anything like that whenever you're handling these tools that you're going to be working in with the kitchen. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting everything into a mixing bowl onto the food scale, and then I'm just weighing it up. There we go, just about 6 ounces of cheese. And that's fine. I noticed I needed new batteries in my food scale. And so now we got everything all weighed up there. Let's set that aside there, and now we're going to put that in the microwave oven at 30-second intervals until we get to this type of texture. And wait a little bit for your cheese to warm up. You don't want to, when you crack your eggs, you don't want to cook your eggs. But now I'm just adding my almond flour, a little bit of garlic powder, and again on spices, everything, all the taste. And I believe I added a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder. And again, this came out really, really good. And right now I'm just getting hold of my other things. But I sometimes I use a measuring spoon. Other times I don't. There I'm just putting that into my palm of my hand. And I'm just like, again, here's an egg under room temperature. And then you just keep working your egg until you form some type of a dough texture pattern. It's pretty easy. And again, any amount of spices you want to put in here is fine. You can put paprika, cayenne powder, any of that kind of seasonings in, to spice it up and make it your way. I don't remember where I get this recipe from. I'll get better with the links eventually as I figure it out. But that's the batter that came out. Then I'm taking a silicone placemat, and you can use a couple of sheets of parchment paper if that's all you have. And this bakes in the oven at 350 for around 10 or 15 minutes, depending on your oven. And I'll get better with the camera angles and the overhead shots here. And again, I'm filming by myself, so it's really hard and difficult. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just forming it up into a dough with my palms of my hand, and then I'm going to lay a sheet parchment paper over the silicone mat, and we're going to roll it out to a flat rectangular shape or some type of shape. And then what we'll do is at that point there we'll take the cookie cutter, and then we'll make crisscross patterns, and we'll punch little holes in each one of the crackers and add a little bit of salt on top of them, and bake them in an oven at 350 for about, again, 10 or 15 minutes depending on your oven time. my best advice to you is you're going to want to eat these right away is just put them on a bacon rack and let them cool for a while before you break the crackers off, and then you'll have a nice little snack. And the size that you're looking for is about a maybe a quarter of an inch on the cracker size. You can make them as thin as thick as you want, but that's what I ended up doing. I had a little bit of issue there working with this particular dough there, but I did eventually figure out what I'm doing is I'm just folding it all in like that to get a nice smooth edge. And yeah, so anyways, this came out okay, and the taste on these are absolutely phenomenal. And it could be you make a mixture of your favorite cheeses. Doesn't necessarily have to be one cheese. So again, just follow me along in the next steps. Well, now that we got our shape that we're kind of really looking for, it took me a little while, but we finally got it. Now let's take a pizza wheel cutter or some type of a knife, and we're going to just take it in crisscross patterns. Just, if you do like I'm doing, you'll be fine. They can be any kind of shapes. I'm just, going across one way and then the other way. And then I'm going to make little holes in each one of the crackers and put some Redmond's real salt on the top of it for some type of flavor on top, so they're not so bland with just the plain cheese. And here's a Redmond's real salt that I'm adding right now. It's just everything's all to taste. And I'm just taking a knife, and because I'm using what I have on hand to work the holes that I'm trying to push through. And yeah, and then I ended up baking these in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, and then I let them cool for a little while before I separated them. And then, again, we're going to come back and talk about it on a video feed that from my original video. Be careful not to punch a hole through your silicone mat. And also, tip on the silicone mat, if you're using a pizza wheel cutter, be careful not to cut too deep into it, otherwise you're going to cut right through your plastic on your silicone mat. And you don't want to get any plastic stuff inside your food when you're cooking. And so I'm getting better at this. Like I said, this is one of my earlier videos that I had done with this particular type cheese, and sometimes I forget about what I made in the past, and that really helped me to lose a lot of weight. And it's fun to go back over my older videos, and then I can start doing those again. But right now I'm getting ready to do carnivore for a while, and because I'm having a lot of gut issues right now, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with it. And I think it's just something that not agree with me is all it is. And I've been under a lot of pressure with things going on with some personal issues with my wife and her health, and I got to be very aware of what's going on, and I want to be here for her in case something does happen. Anyway, so that's those came out of the oven. And those were very tasty, and now I'm just trying to lift it up. And there you go. You see how now I'm showing you the back side of it, what they look like. And again, I didn't want to cut all the way through, and I'm just taking them and pulling them apart a little bit. It was still really warm, and yeah. So now I'm going to just use the pizza wheel cutter to try to cut them a little bit further, so I can just break them apart a little bit, because I didn't go all the way through the first time. And you can see how easy they're really cutting now after they cool down for a few minutes. And these came out really, really good. I really, really enjoyed these, and I really, really enjoy doing videos for you guys, and to give you an idea what Ron ate in a day, and some of my other videos and my weekly adventures. You can see me breaking them right off the mat. These tasted kind of like a chewy. They were really kind of like a chewy, not a crackery taste. Like if you like a snap, crackle, or pop type of cracker, like a saltine or something like that. But remember, saltines is all that white floury bread that we don't use anymore, and I got to be very careful with that stuff because it's very important for me to continue on with my maintaining and hopefully at some point lose a few more pounds. But again, if I don't lose any more pounds, I'm fine with where I am, around to the 225, 230 mark. And right now I'm just breaking these apart, and I'm going to let them cool down on the rack, and then we're going to come back in a couple of seconds, or maybe about a minute or two, and we're going to talk about the how they taste and everything. But anyways, thank you for joining my channel. Hope you really like the way I've been doing my videos now, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Okay, well, welcome back to the back channel, and I'm Ron from Ron's Keto Cafe. Today we made some Colby Jack cheese crackers, and this could be any kind of cheese. So what we did was we grated 6 ounces of cheese, melted it in the microwave for about 35 seconds, got it to a nice doughy texture, added 1.5 cups of almond flour, we added a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic powder, and we added 1 egg. We mixed it all in together. We rolled it out on the sheeting pan, and we made a rectangular shape, and then we scored it with the cracker shapes, and then we poked a little bit of hole in each one with the knife. And then the recipe called for a little bit of butter on the top of it, but I forgot. And then I popped them in the 350 degree oven for about 20 minutes. And this is what they came out to be like. And if you look, they're nice and golden brown. Oh yeah, they put some Redmond's real salt on the top to taste. You see how they break? I'm gonna have taste tests. They're really, really good and crunchy. And my question today is, what is your favorite cheese, and when you want to make crackers or something like that? Look at that, huh? There you have it.